TIFU by changing my name. IF32 and my GFF24 have been dating since 2.5 years. Living together since 2. Marriage is on the cards and everything is great. I am an actress, mildly famous in a third world country. Here, it's quite common to change names in our industry for multiple reasons. Name being too mundane. Changing surnames to hide caste. Casteism is bad here and it affects viewership. Getting a name and surname that looks cool on screen. There is already a leading actress with my name in the industry. I knew years back when I entered in the industry that I might have to change my name down the line. My mentors and directors suggested it was time, so I did it. GF is not a fan of my new name. She says it feels pretentious and she feels odd calling me by my new name. And seems like she is talking to someone else. It's been a year and she still calls me by my old name. I understand that it's out of habit and I'm fine if she uses it at home. But she has been using my old name even outside the house. In industry parties, interviews, etc., which is not what I want. I am trying to build an identity here and get my old name off the books. And I've tried to explain this to my GF, but it falls on deaf ears. Sometimes she'd agree that she'd take care of it but really doesn't. And some days she just says she can't get used to it and that I fell in love with old name. I don't know who new name is and I can't connect with it. I have no idea how to deal with this situation. TL. Dear, I changed my name due to professional reasons and kind of spoiled my personal relationship with my girlfriend since she can't connect with me. Reframe things. Your old name is just for her to use. In intimate situations, when you're completely hers, make it something private, a shared connection. Your new or stage name is for when other people are around. Work functions, etc., but only she gets that part of you. No one else can hear or share it. How is this a TIFU? This sounds like there might be more going on here than just her having a problem with the name change. It doesn't take that much effort to change what you call someone and only get easier with time. But going out of your way to call someone the wrong name is just rude no matter what the reason is. I can't help but wonder what would drive her to intentionally do something you've made clear is upsetting. And if she perhaps has some other frustrations she isn't telling you. It's certainly not a very loving way to behave. I don't think you did anything wrong. It's for your career. I don't think it's pretentious. Friends and family can still call you by your birth name. It's not like you have changed. If she can't accept this, then it's a her problem, not a you problem. It's been a year for her to get used to it. You need to decide what you are going to do if she never changes. When you say changed your name, do you mean a full legal name change? Or you use a stage name professionally, but legally you still have your original name? If it's the first, she needs to learn that the old name isn't your name, and just because you have a different name doesn't mean you are a different person. If it's a name she doesn't like, she can call you a nickname, pet name privately, and only if she's interviewed use your actual new name. If it's the second, then I can understand her calling you the old real name in private, but in professional settings she should be using your professional name. Not recognizing the new name is disrespectful in either case. Not calling someone by the name they've asked to be called is disrespectful. The question is, do you want to be living with and eventually marry someone who disrespects you every day on such a fundamental way as not recognizing your identity? Best solution would be if you agree on like a other name with your GF, something she already calls you, like babe or so. But it should be okay to USW in public. I, for example, don't call my GF by her name, so even if she would change her name, it wouldn't matter for us. Did you really change your name to Saul Goodman? What a savage. Can't you tell her to use a pet name like, Babe? This way she doesn't have to use the name she doesn't like and no one hears your old name. When I was a kid, I was adopted at age 7. My adoptive parents wanted to change my first name as well as my last name. But the social worker stopped them. Thank God. And explained to them psychoemotional development and entanglement of your first name with identity. Your name is who you are. On the one hand, I agree with others that it doesn't seem like a huge deal for her to change what she calls you. On the other hand, did you not run it by her in advance? I could see how she might have appreciated a say. What if you pick the name of like her high school bully or something? You deal with it by one of two ways. 1. Break up with the person who believes what you want don't matter when it's opposite to what she wants at this point. It's abusive and not okay. 2. Set your boundary one more time. And go to therapy. If this doesn't work immediately, you leave. She's straight up telling you that she believes she is above you. If she thought you were her equal, she would have started using your new name immediately. I hope this is the only red flag in her behaviors. But I highly doubt it. Do a serious, objective review of how she treats you. I wish you the best. Stay safe. Your GF is being straight up disrespectful. Calling someone by a new name isn't hard and changing your name doesn't change who you are. There's probably a bigger issue here she's refusing to address and hiding it behind the name. But the fact is this is important to you. You communicated it clearly. And her blatantly refusing to respect your wishes is a major red flag. If she can't support this small change, how will she support your career in the long run? What else is she willing to steamroll in your relationship? Obviously I don't know your life, but having changed my own name, the people who couldn't deal were always the ones best left behind. Let her come up with a nickname to call you. That's not old name or new name and only for her. It wouldn't have to be a secret since it's just a nickname. Many people call their sows honey, baby, sweetie, etc. The amount of support she gives is rock bottom. She is knowingly hurting your image. It's disrespectful for her to ignore your wishes for your own name, especially once it's a known issue. Suddenly no one talks about the age gap. I see that it applies to MF relationships only. Ah, the double standard. But anyway, you gotta now know what you wanna prioritize in life. Love or career? I'd personally stick with career if your significant other doesn't accept you for who you are. Your GF is being super petty and needs to get over herself. You are more than a name. If she's getting hung up on the new name because she doesn't like it, then ask her to choose a name you can both agree upon. And regard it as a nickname, a term of endearment, if you like. As long as it's not your old name and you both like it, then I feel that could be an acceptable compromise. You could agree that it's for her exclusive, private use. Or have it generally known that it's a name which only your closest friends and colleagues have the right to call you. It isn't uncommon for celebs to have special nicknames which are deemed out of bounds to outsiders. Take Oliver Hardy, for example. His closest friends, acquaintances called him, Babe. Do you see my point? Compromise. It's the key to every good relationship.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.